All right, guys, we know that Nelson Chamisa made a Workers' Day message, but a lot of people may have actually missed what we're going to talk about here. Nelson Chamisa says we are fixing the broken election now before the year 2028. What does he mean by this? Actually, to quote him directly, this is what he says. He says he's working on a massive program of recruiting all citizens to form a people-oriented government. He says he's forming a people-oriented government. Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence and welcome to Gambako Media. All right, guys, let us proceed straight with it. All right, in his message, he talks of policies involving the worker, TNF, negotiation forum. I just call it TNF negotiation forum because he calls it tripartite negotiation forum, TNF. Of course, it sounds funny, right? But anyways, our point to note is he makes it clear, or rather he is bold at the point that is before the 2028 election. We are fixing. So now, is something in process? How are they going to fix the broken election? Is it going to be through demonstrations? Because he says we are doing everything within our power. What we can do is that no within our power. Within our power means it's not SADC, right? Within our power can mean demonstrations. But is it going to be demonstrations? He says we are forming a people-oriented government. Now, does he mean a government in exile? Because that is something that is in his power. Now, what is a government in exile? A government in exile is a political group that claims to be a legitimate government of a sovereign state, but is unable to exercise legal power, right? Legal power. So, was Nelson Chamisa meaning a government in exile? We're going to go deep in on the government of exile right about now. His statement, his utterances may actually be bargaining with ZANU-PF, of course. Now, so how powerful is a government in exile? We've talked about a government in exile being a political group that claims to be the government of a sovereign state, legitimate government of a sovereign state. Now, how powerful is this government in exile? It depends on the support it gets. The support it gets from who? The support it gets from other governments of other people of its own state. The support in one among government. Ne support yewano yamunyika. Can Nelson Chamisa get this too? I'm not there to say that, right? Then if we look at international law, there's a government in exile to open a tricky party. And actually, this may be actually Nelson Chamisa's newfound power, right? A government in exile can take many types of actions, and these are: number one, becoming a party to a bilateral or international treaty, becoming a party or part of it, international treaty or a bilateral treaty. Number two, amending or revising its own constitution, amending or revising the constitution. Which constitution? Of the government in exile. Okay, number three, maintaining military forces. A government in exile is allowed to maintain military forces by international law. Number four, obtaining diplomatic relations with other states. Obtaining diplomatic relations with other states. Number five, allowing the formation of new parties. And then number six, actually holding elections. A government in exile can be holding elections. Panda wasn't what deep enough, but I wanted to hold my elections. How? Kozek, eating out with a say, right? So, is this the people-oriented government that they are forming? Right? Then, on this subject matter here, government in exile, punish the phrase, the executive mandate executive mandate. What is an executive mandate? It is a government in exile's assertion of its legitimate authority over a certain territory, part of which another government controls. Doing on exclusive mandate. Exclusive, not executive mandate, but exclusive mandate. The government's assertion of its legitimate authority over a certain territory. Then, this phrase also that we know, the shadow cabinet. Shadow cabinet, do you know Shanda? Shanda, the government in exile. So a government in exile can actually have their shadow government, shadow cabinet, shadow parliament, shadow etc. Then they can actually influence through my exclusive mandate, right? And also, again, through my international treaties, right? So now the big question is, should we take Nelson Chamisa's Workers' Day message lightly? What does he say? We are forming a people-oriented government, because he didn't say we are forming a political party. Okay, on the issue of a political party, Nelson Chamisa, does he need to form a political party? They are a political movement. What is a political party? Zvakangofanana nekuti store nesupermarket nebutcher netuck shop nepanotengeserwa zvinhu kana kuti house number kana kuti paden crib. A political party is an entity. It's a political entity. A political movement is also a political party. A political group is also a political party. A political organization is also a political party. So the Blue Movement, it's a movement. Of course, they may not necessarily have a name. Maybe Blue Movement, but already Machembere, I found that word rude. Apologies for that one. I don't know why. Don't analyze too much, right? So kuvanhu vechikuru, Blue Movement inogona sound fancy, right? But focus of attention again may not be kutanga political party, because if we go back to history, I think we talked about it the day before yesterday. Kuti, the history of opposition alliance yakatangwa just before an election. These opposition guys vakatanga triple C just before an election. So usually what they do, one of them instant political parties. Election mangwana guys, get 4 many party nasi to the nomination court after 3 hours. Tatone political party. Gisha chunicheru. Alright guys, that was it for now. Dr. Clarence is the name. Gambako Media is the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm out.